what truly makes a winner different? And, you know, you have to see it, you have to believe it, you have to think you are. But there are so many people that can be, you know, motivated. They can, you know, say, I am a winner and I do believe that. But then if we look to another form of language that we can say to ourselves is how we act. Now I love doing this because this is a real simple exercise that you can do straight away. Just start to think about like a winner. Start to think of that person that, you know, it could be Michael Jordan, it could be anyone, whoever you idolize, but let's just think of what a winner looks like. You know, how do they stand? How do they walk? What's their energy like? How do they speak? Do they speak confidently, or are they really quiet and you can't hear them? You know, do they bring energy when they walk into a room? There's a certain aura and there's a body language that a winner puts off, right? So you got to start to think to yourself, right? What is my body language? How am I acting? Am I acting like that winner? Because if we're not a winner, like what is someone who is not winning, someone who is losing, someone who is failing, falling behind, what do they look like? How do they roll out of bed in the morning? How do they walk into a room? What's their body language look like? You know, we can picture it already. We can just see they'd be slumped over. They would, you know, just look really awkward. They would talk really low volume. You know, it's a totally different body language. And there are so many people that we're going through having this fight, this internal fight in our brain, trying to be like, I want to win and I want this. And you're just always trying to pump yourself up. But then you're walking around like slumped over. You know, you're walking around like you've already lost. And, you know, we do this all the time. We did it even before the podcast, is like we pump ourselves up, we prime ourselves, we change our state. You know, we've learned this through Tony Robbins. We do it in our Founder Fit course. We do a priming day, but it's really about, you know, change your physiology, change the state you are. And it's like to be a winner's mindset, like Michael Jordan, you know, I love Michael Jordan, so I'm going to refer to it again. He went on to achieve the most, you know, success in basketball. And it's like every day he went to training. Do you think he would have walked into a training session? Like, oh, I'm going to have a bad session today. I'm not going to do good. No way. He walked in there like, I'm going to make progress today. I'm going to like train hard. No one's going to beat me. So we need to take this mindset, right, beyond just our thinking, and we need to put it into our physicality, our actions. Going to your next meeting, going to your next conversation, going to your next decision you have to make, right? In a winner's not only mindset, right, but acting and moving like one. And that alone will start to change everything rapidly.